Good morning students. Now I am going to continue your chapter number 1, knowing our numbers. In that now we are going to discuss some important topics. The very first one, using brackets. Then how we are going to use the brackets. What is the use of the brackets while solving any kind of a numerical or the problem. Now by considering one example, then how we are going to using the brackets. The very first I am going to consider, they have given in your textbook also, 6 into 10 plus 7 into 10. Now look at this example. Okay, consider two persons. For example, person X and person Y. How those two persons they are going to solve this kind of a numerical without using the brackets. Now the person X is going to solve this problem. We know that he is going to just multiply 6 into 10 will get 60 plus 7 into 10 will get 70. The addition of 60 and 70, that becomes 130. Okay, that the person has done like this. Then when we come to the person Y, how he is going to solve the same problem. Now the person may solve like this, 6 into 10 plus 7 into 10. Okay, we will write like this. Okay, 6 plus 7 into 10, right, is going to multiply 6 with 10, you got 60, less 7, that becomes 67, right, without using the brackets. Okay, or one more thing, what we are going to do while solving this kind of a problem. Now check out here. Okay, this is 67. The same thing. Okay, I can write like this, 6 plus 7 into 10. Okay, if we not use the brackets, this become like this, because 10 is common here. 6 plus 7, right, 30 into 10, that become 130. Okay, sometimes it may get confused. I can multiply 6 with 10, right, that becomes 60 plus 7, that becomes 67. That what we have got here, 67. Okay, suppose if we apply the brackets like this. Okay, this, the number which are present in a bracket, that indicates a single number. Then depends on what operation they have given, you are going to do that operation. Then the operation that is outside the bracket, then afterwards you are going to do that one. Here I am going to use the bracket simply, 6 plus 7, that will give 13. 13 into 10, again I will get 130. Here also we may get confused sometimes. For that reason it is better use the brackets. Okay, nothing but the brackets indicates the use of the operation for a particular number or a given number. This is how we are going to use the brackets. By considering some other examples also, you can solve the given numericals, right? Then after that, the using of brackets, we move on to the next topic. The next one, expanding brackets. What is the use of the expansion of the brackets? Then how we are going to expand the brackets? Now in your textbook they are given some examples. They consider a number like this, 7 into 109. Okay, you can multiply, you will get the product. Okay, definitely you will get the answer. Instead of multiplying, instead of doing that process, we can use the brackets. Then how we are going to use the brackets? Now look at here, 7 into, I can write this 109 like this, 100 plus 9. We know that the numbers which are present in the bracket, that indicates a single number. Now I can multiply with the 7 into 100 plus 7 into 9. Then I will get 700 plus 63. Finally I got 763. This is how we are going to solve the given problem by expanding the brackets. Now you can consider one more example. They are given in your textbook, 102 into 103. Now look at this, how they are going to expand. 102 into 103. Now I can write like this: 100 plus 2 into 100 plus 3. Now I just expanded, then I am going to do the simplification process. 100 into 100 plus 100 into 3 plus 2 into 100 plus 2 into 3. Now the multiplication of 100 with 100 will get 10,000 plus 100 into 3, 300 plus 2 into 100, 200 plus 2 into 3, 6. Now the summation of these things, 10,506 will get 10,506. This is how we are going to expand the brackets, right? Then you can solve by considering some other example also, right? Then after this we are going to discuss about the Roman numericals. Okay, you might have heard the Roman numericals in your previous classes. Now here also you are going to discuss very briefly in a basics. Okay, we are going to discuss the Roman numericals, right? In past, in ancient times, we can see Indo-Arabic symbolic representations regarding the mathematics. Here also one more type of system, the Roman symbolic representations. In other words, we are going to call Roman numericals. How we are going to use the Roman numericals? Now I can write here now the Roman numericals like this. Right? Like that I have written some representations. Now look at here, the very first, this one, the Roman number 1, this indicates number 1, and this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the last one is 10. This is how we are going to write the Roman numericals. Then apart from these things also, in your textbook they have given some more, the larger numbers, how they are going to represent, how they are going to express the large numbers by using the Roman symbols. The very first one they have given, this is what I said, 1, then this is 5, this is 10, and this is 50, and this is 100, and this is 500, the last one is 1000. Now students, look at here, this indicates 1, number 1, and this indicates 5, and this X indicates 10, and this L indicates 50, and this C indicates 100, this D indicates 500, and the last one M indicates 1000. Like that we are going to express the large numbers. Then after all these things, how we are going to write, on what basis we are going to write all these representations? Is there any guidelines, is there any rules to write all kind of the Roman numericals? Yes, definitely we have some set of guidelines, some set of rules. We are going to, by using those rules, we are going to write the Roman numericals. Then one by one we are going to discuss those rules. The very first rule, okay, the repetition of any Roman symbols, any Roman symbolic representation that gives the value that is going to be added itself. Now, how we are going to apply the first rule? Now, okay, we know that this X indicates the value 10, the number 10. We know that this one 10. If I am going to repeat this again, this x and x, okay, that will gives the number 20. How we are going to write this number 20? As I said, the repetition of the symbolic representation that gives the value that is going to be added itself, okay, that becomes 10 plus 10, 20. Then like that one more x, and that gives the value 30. Okay, like that we can use up to 3 digits. We can use up to 3 digits. Now, what is the second rule? Okay, apart from this representation, very few the symbolic representation, those will never repeat again. Those will never repeat again. What are those? The numbers. In your textbook, they have given these representations will never repeat, and you know that this V indicates number 5, and this indicates 50, and this D indicates 500. These symbolic representations will never repeat. Okay, this is rule number 2. Then the next one, when we are writing any large number, when we are writing any number, consider any number. Okay, if you are going to consider like a great number, you are going to write a big number or a large number, how we are going to write? Then, for example, consider again this x indicates number 10. If I am going to add, if I am going to write a small number, okay, after this one or right side of this greater number, here x is a 10, this is a greater number, I am going to add number 1 to the right of this great number. Okay, to the right of this great number means here I am going to write. Okay, initially it was x, right? If I am going to add number 1, that is number 1 is the smallest here, then I will get the number 11. Then like that, if I am going to add two small numbers here, okay, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, this is how we are going to write. Nothing but the third rule indicates when we are writing the greatest numbers or great numbers, we are going to write the small numbers after the great number. This is number 3. Then when we come to the fourth rule, how we are going to write the small numbers? Again you are going to consider the same example. Okay, you know that x indicates the number 10 or value 10. I am going to write the 9. How I can write? Okay, I am going to write the left side of that. The left side of the great number, I am going to write the smallest number. Here I will get 9. Students, now we are going to solve a given problem by using the Roman numericals. How we can represent the number 69 by using the Roman numericals. Here we know the 69, right? I can write the number 69 like this: 60 plus 9. Then I am going to write like this: 50 plus 10 plus 9. Like that I am going to expand this number, and we know that for number 50 we are going to use a symbol L. Then the 10, how we are going to represent? X. Then for 9 we are going to write like this. This is how we are going to write the number 69. Then one more example they have given, 98. How we are going to write the number 98? How we are going to represent this number 98? I can split this number 98 like this: 90 plus 8. Then I am going to write 100 minus 10 plus 8. 100 minus 10, that will gives 90. 90 plus 8, that is 98. And we know that 100, how we are going to write? X C And how I am going to write this one? Look at here, 100 minus 10, that will gives 90, because we know that 100 is nothing but C, and the left side of the C I have written here X. Okay, that indicates the small number. Here the small number is 90, the big number is 100. That is how I represent the number 90. Then 8 is there, we know that the symbolic representation, this one, V, that indicates 5, 1, 1, 1, nothing but 3. That gives finally the number 98. Like that we can solve some other examples based on this Roman representations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.